That's what I do at home when I'm like fuck up.
Oh, you just go Chuck.
Say Chuck. Say, bruh.
What's happening?
What's happening with you?
No. Let's put it on the table, man. Put them in the middle.
Nah.
What's going on?
I ain't really got nothing.
Why?
To share with the public at this time.
Okay, well, our thoughts and prayers go out.
Most definitely.
What's?
Well, go ahead.
I don't have anything. What's been going on? I haven't talked to you.
You said you had some stuff.
Oh,
Nah. Next subject. Nah.
What's been going on, man? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while.
You haven't.
What have you been doing?
I've been staying away from you.
Yeah, you needed a break, a mental break. I understand that. Like, I don't even hold it against you.
Get away, bro.
Yeah.
From you just a little bit.
I know, but I still kind of like I still call you and stuff, though.
When I came in, you was like in the studio. I literally just seen you walk in.
Okay. Let's do this. Have fun with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously that is what I was like doing, obviously. Like I was doing that this time.
Yeah.
But do you ever, from my side or from someone else's side,
right?
Do you ever think that it's possible I could be doing real work in there?
Most definitely.
But this time it was just a feeling you had.
This time was like introduction needed.
What was that feeling?
Like, hey,
how did you? So you're right. I needed that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's podcast day.
That's why I ain't come in.
So you don't want to give me that.
When I know you doing work for real, I come in like, hey, what up, Pooh? You see, this time I didn't come in.
Man, I'd hype you. I'd pump you up any day, man. I'd be like, all right. Everybody, take your seats. The show's about to start. And I would like do whatever you want me to do.
See, I don't want that.
I
don't want that.
Oh, what do you want?
Just come in.
I'll do it.
Get ready.
But this guy won't even give me my intro, and you know I want it.
That's cool, bro. I like your shirt. I see you got a medal on, fresh medal. You wore your medal today.
Yeah.
Proven winner.
And this is just one. Yeah, because they just get heavy.
Talk to her, Pooh.
Oh
man.
What you did? No, my medal. It was my only one. No, I'm just kidding. It's not even that big of a deal. It's not even it's not even a national championship.
More where that came from.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, it's not even my favorite one.
You just broke it up and shout out to the Columbus
2001 third annual.
Yeah.
Columbus Day Shootout, Eastern Mass Select
Columbus
Midget Major.
For the, cheap medals.
Yeah, seriously.
Shout out Columbus.
Hey, but it is old. You got to factor in time. Yes, but it's heavy though.
Cause I have a few bet. Whoa. Got some weight on it.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it back in the early 2000s.
Oh no, shout out Columbus for real medals.
Yeah, but next time these.
My bad.
Yeah, use something better.
Yeah,
this was horrible.
Screen. But this right here. Oh yeah, this official. Yeah.
So I texted you the other day. Yeah, as a champion,
Talk to me.
I'm not trying. I mean, it's not that I'm not like trying to flex or anything. Right. But my dad. So it's daddy issues again. But my dad's been cleaning out. Like he's like, hey, do you want any of your old stuff? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, all your hockey stuff. Do you want any of that stuff? Like all your medals and like all of your like memories and stuff. Do you want any of those? I'm like, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
To show my like what exactly? So this was at my birthday dinner a while back.
Yeah.
So he's been incrementally, like methodically trying to erase me. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It's pretty dramatic, but that's how it felt.
So you've been had this.
And I told him that straight up.
Had this issue with people kind of like getting away from you.
Well, I'm hard to keep up with.
Is it that?
It's a competition thing, yeah.
Or hard to keep around.
Look, I have to sleep at night, bro.
What does that mean?
It means in my head, it feels better my way.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's probably both. Yeah. I'm pretty.
Cause when your dad trying to get away from you,
I mean, I don't even have a key to my old house.
Yeah.
But look, some of that when he took that away, I wouldn't have given myself a key either, so it's not a big deal. Won't hold that against him. But
yeah, ain't no telling what you probably said to him or did to him. I know, you know.
So again, like this is one of these things. It's like I got your back, bro. But what if if my dad was here and I was like, hey, what's up? would you get on my side, or would you be like,
I'm just whatever with the truth.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's just not enough.
I feel like
Nick would jump in.
I feel like as a friend, I gotta tell you if you're wrong or not.
Well,
I could see you.
Oh, I know, but later though.
Now I could see you. And now, see, that's a different situation. Now, if we out there with the public, and no matter if you right or wrong, I got your back. And we'll talk about it later.
Well, don't tell them that, because what if
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But before it's like your, dad, somebody like that is like, come on, bro, you tripping.
It's a little, that'd be a little touchy.
Yeah, like you tripping, bro.
Yeah, like I would never step in between you and...
I can see you exploding. Like, I can see you telling telling him some shit like, what the fuck? Why did you say that, Pooh? I can see you
like just sitting at the table, like we walk in. I told you how I walk into like family dinners and stuff. Dude, I turn the fuck up on my sister
with a chip on your shoulder, like
Christmas Day, bro. Remember when I was texting you and you were like, yeah, like, man, I don't want to. I hate Christmas.
I was so glad you told me, like, yeah, bro, I don't either.
I don't fuck with that stuff.
I feel kind of strange sometimes when I don't want to go certain places, and it just
are there people there?
People looking at me
I don't want to go.
You don't like doing nothing. I'm like, shit, really, I don't.
I like to rap.
Like, really, I don't like doing shit. So when you told me, like, bro, I was like, okay.
Dude, I'm boring as fuck. All I do is like a couple things. Like, I don't take on hobbies like we talked about. But
I do like going with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like my family.
So like, it's a funny thing though. It's because like when you do get pulled out, like, because there's just some you can't miss, right? Like, and you do end up going. I feel like that you come home and you're like, that was fun.
You realize, damn, like I'm glad I went.
Yeah, like it was definitely worth going. I mean, I feel much better about going than I would have sitting here.
The vibe you get, but I know the feeling. Like I guess with the fathers, it's always been like a competitive competition type. You know what I'm saying?
You feel you got to turn on a little bit. Like you got to be on.
I know me and my father. I grew up like that, to where we was always competing in every single thing in the house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand that part.
On a level you might not even understand. Like
unreal. Unreal. So I do understand that.
And it's like, I guess sometimes in my head it feels like my family's not really lovey-dovey, like real close that. I mean, we love each other, I guess, but like
y'all don't say I love you.
Yeah, we're not like I love you and like kiss each other and like we don't do all that, and that's just like it's weird.
It's families like that.
Yeah, like we just grew up that way. Like my dad's very like he's like a dad. He's like when you like turn on, if you went into the dictionary and it was like a good, just like a hard dad.
Yeah, tough
just
love.
A straight up dad.
Tough love.
Yeah, like how I know a father like treating like, hey, tough love, like got to do this to learn. Like, he's gonna learn, probably be the hard way, but fucking whatever. But in that sense, like that's how he was, and how like my mom's side was too. Even more so on my mom's side. But no, it's like I haven't seen you guys. We don't talk. We're friends on Facebook, sorta. Like not all of you guys here. We're not all friends, because I still have friend requests in my box
from your family.
Yeah. Well, look. Okay, I'll be frank. We've talked about this. Like, really on Facebook, there's some stuff that I rather not seeing, because I don't think that at this point I have. I mean, she's got her own shit to deal with, and she's set in her ways for a reason. There's no way. I'm not going to explain to her me rapping.
Yeah, see, like I don't care.
And so I just like, and we're not friends. We love each other. I love her. You're not my friend though. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love her though. Like I do, and I respect her very much. But we're not like hanging out. We're not like going to grab a few drinks after work or something. So, when it's like we see each other on Thanksgiving, and it's like, pick one, Thanksgiving or Christmas, because I have shit I need to do. I want to do that's productive with myself.
Right.
And like sometimes seeing each other twice for an extended stay, it's hard to justify, because I just saw you at Thanksgiving and we don't care anyways.
Me 2 days out your year.
Fucking, it's hard.
You can't see your family. Say, bro, let me tell you something. On my father's side, if I don't show up,
was it over?
It's like World War III. Like,
it's like, nope, call it off.
Like my cousin, she probably won't talk to me for like weeks.
Oh, see, they probably do that to me. I just don't know.
Like she probably,
we don't talk anyway.
She won't talk to me for like weeks. Like, nah, you didn't come.
And you know what's
like, you gotta
up.
have a legitimate excuse like why you're not coming.
COVID.
That's on my father. See, my mother's side, our family never been close like that.
Yeah.
But on my father's side, they don't play that shit.
Like that's no.
Oh no. You gotta
like,
show up.
So
that's like for Christmas, that's the only place that I ever been.
They like make certain meals for you and stuff.
That's how it go.
Like, hey, we made all this
that's
for you.
That's for him.
Yeah.
Like for Christmas, that's since a kid, that's the only place I ever been.
Like, okay, so you've never like, it's like you don't go out and see the cousins in LA or something.
I used to be like with my mother's side.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, my mother, my uncles, my grandmother when she was alive. Like sometimes like that.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting around, bro. I'd just be like looking at my watch, like.
You're such an asshole like that. You do that, dude. Like,
say, bro, my
watch
mama,
him. He'll do it
say,
later.
bro, my mom used to get so hot, bro. She used to get
I can see her just slapping
like,
you in the back of the head.
She used to get so hot, like, oh, he gotta go with his people. Cause
he's too busy. Okay, everyone.
Not to miss. I'm 9, 10 years old. Like I'm looking like,
can we?
Like I gotta go. Like if I ever was to be with them on Christmas, like I'd be like, bro, I gotta get over her. Like
start pacing around.
It was
because you had your other family
I
thing.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like no hard. Like, but this was like
I'd love to stay, but
bro, like my Aunt Joyce, shout out Aunt Joyce, and my granny Bobo, like, bro, they gonna buy us gifts. We got gifts and shit over there. Like, I gotta go.
See, I knew there was a selfish element, dude. Hey, our mic just got here. The mic just got here. So
you saw it?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Just make sure they don't run away with it. These guys sorry to interrupt, but they brought this thing twice, and just I had stepped out for literally 5 minutes, like just to get some sun on my face, and like somehow I missed them, and I thought, and like how sometimes they'll just
so they didn't leave it.
No, someone has a sign for it, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? And like, so I've been desperately like,
so that's why you had to stop.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, hey.
Yeah.
Just because, if we miss it the third time, there's no telling where that thing ends up.
Straight up.
Just ends up at like the call center manager's house.
Go get it, have an ID.
Yeah, and I have to pull up on them and get my fucking road.
It's all right, we'll catch them coming out.
So keep that in mind. Where were we though? Oh yeah, so like anyways. So it's weird. It's like a weird thing. It's like I'm not sure why. It's just like I'm expected to be there and be like, hey, oh my god.
Yeah, you're not that type of guy.
No, because like, listen, like my friends, like people I fuck with, like I check in with them. Yeah. Even if they don't live here. But shout out to Greg Smith and Craig Curtis.
That's something that I fuck with about you, because I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like
we don't have to be...
We can't fake emotions.
I'm not good at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I walk in, I'd be like, man, what's up, bro? Like I know something up. You know what I'm saying?
Like the go-to.
Like it's nothing. It's nothing. And that I fuck with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like who can't fake emotions, because a lot of people can fake emotions and go on with time and holding grudges and shit with you. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
I just like to hit that on the head.
Me too. I'm the same way. Like something you did and you get in an argument or some shit comes up from 2 years ago.
So I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
How many breakups are that?
Yeah, like come on now, like I believe in attacking that shit at the door. You know what I'm saying? At the door, like off the rip. Like, hey, what's up?
It's better in every way.
Right.
So it's better because actually going through it on the other end, you end up being better for it as a person individually, but also as a unit. Yeah. Like every time we've fought, we end up being closer.
Being closer every single time.
Because we fight for it. Yeah. Like you actually brought it up that last when we got crossed up a while back a little bit. Not crossed up, but just like
just a misunderstanding.
There was a miscommunication because of there was just other things going on, but a lot of stuff going on. And you came in and like I was like, let's do it. Like let's just like all right. And I took a seat. And I was like, let's go. Let's do this. And so after all that, we realized 9 times out of 10 what two people are pissed off at each other, why there's resentment. It's based on a a false narrative.
Yeah, of what you conjuring up in your brain.
It's miscommunicated.
You know what I'm saying?
Like completely.
If you don't get the information from the other party, you're
taking information from other people,
and you start to think whatever you want to think.
Yeah, we have imaginations.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of, like I said, like attacking it at the head to where it's like, hey man, this what's going on. And that's something that I told you once all that shit had unfolded. I was like, hey bro, from now on, I always come to you first.
Yeah. And we've done it.
Yeah. Just so we won't have those same complications. Like one thing you know about me, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it regardless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, buts. It's happening.
Yeah. That's why I just roll with.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the I ain't gonna say the mistake I made. We'll say one time. We know the one time
we make mistakes.
I went and done things my way without coming to you. You know what I'm saying? Letting you. I ain't gonna say coming to you, but
it didn't seem like it affected.
Didn't
things.
Let you know what was going on, so you can be on the inside of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think you were trying to. So this is a funny one because the miscommunication was actually you were struggling with two sides of the same coin. Right. It was either let me in, bring me into the fold, right? Or it was do this because like without him knowing it's actually protecting him from something. It did,
and that's what you understood later, that
we had to talk.
It was actually protecting you, but again, it's the miscommunication that you didn't know that was going on
that drives this resentment or this anger or whatever. And so I mean, so when people and plus it's just punk ass. It's just like, gutless. Yeah. I'm not into gutless shit. I'm not for it. Never will be. Never have been. But so in my opinion, to shy away from a conflict with somebody you care about. Right. So you notice, like, there's probably people out there that are going to hear that'll be like, oh yeah, well, how come you just ghosted my ass like whenever we got, or like didn't want to talk about this or that? Right. It's because I never cared about you.
Yeah, I never fucked with you.
No, I mean seriously, like you didn't do it for me.
Some shit not worth the attention.
I was too busy finding my.
Yeah, it's not worth the attention.
But that's why I think that's the reason that you end up in a much stronger position in your relationships, right. Whether it's friends, partners, whatever. When you fight. Yeah, in a healthy kind of way, and you're upfront.
You understand, especially when two people both have level heads and a clear mind, to where you can understand, like, hey, where we went wrong. You know what I'm saying?
If they really care about each other, you're never going to keep. It's never about you alone. If you care,
it's not.
So, but it's also, I respect the fact that you're willing to sit and fight for our relationship as a friend. Right. If with other folks, like. Since you've been around, like there's been people here, I mean, in the beginning and all that stuff, I'm not naming people, but that we had this problem, and a lot of it could have boiled down to simply
just a conversation
piece but for me, I can be honest, like, because you know how I do it, like, I square up like with things, so I didn't know there was a problem, I rarely do know if there's a problem or not, and if there is, like, I still have to keep. I keep moving too.
Yeah, because even like on situations, like past situations, you did understand that shit. It was sometimes your fault. You know what I'm saying?
There's like always a piece.
Yeah, it was your fault the way you came out or the way you came across to people. You know what I'm saying? And again, but it also goes back to the other party giving a better understanding of what's going on. Like if it's the way you talking to a person, right? Like, what's wrong with the other person? Say, bro, I don't appreciate how you talk to me.
It makes me feel this way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to me like this, because you know what I'm saying? And what's wrong with that? And I think so many people go into silence about shit.
So here's a good one. This is good. This is a good segue, because you know what that turns into, right? So it actually turns into a whole nother breed of resentment, that you eventually, that honestly, that's where you find people that end up targeting groups of people for collective crimes.
Right.
Okay. And that's a horrible thing to do.
Right.
And it's one of you've always been good in being open and honest with me to never and everybody, I don't care who you are, if you're human, so it's very easy. Hate has a sweet aroma to it.
Right.
It's very enticing. Right. It's an easy thing to sell. You don't have to be smart to understand it, right? You can just hate bees because you hate them.
You just hate them.
Right? It doesn't require much hardware, okay? But, so in general, it's against, we're fighting our nature. It's an uphill battle to not hate each other.
Right.
This kind of stuff, whether it's intentional, whether it's, like conscious or not, creates resentment that if not cleared up and not appropriately addressed, turns into a bigger hate issue.
It does.
That boils into a bad place.
I know exactly where you're coming from because you understood once you read, what's the letter to Willie Lynch? What you read?
Willie Lynch. Yeah, everyone needs to read that, by the way.
You read the Willie Lynch, and you understood why some people said, hey, don't talk to me like this, or don't do this, or don't do that. But you never was aware of how you was coming. I didn't know that existed.
On
the flip side, people was looking. We just say people was looking at it like,
hey, he read that.
Yeah, he talking to me like this, or you talking to me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're just gonna be honest, coming from a white guy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean that's what we've been talking about.
So people took it the wrong way, and once, I told you to read something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, check out something.
Montana. And you, but
you asked me like,
I asked you about it.
Check it out, bro.
Right.
And once you read it, I think.
Shout out Montana, by the way. I appreciate that.
I know for a fact it changed so much about yourself because
almost automatically.
I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Because you understood how people take shit. You know what I'm saying? And okay.
It gave me
I get it.
It made me the thing that was shocking.
Right.
Was that everybody I know where I live has never read
it.
So the way we communicate from our traditions, cultures, and beliefs, and language, and attitudes and stuff towards each other are much different in a sense that. So respect and pride are two things that collide a lot in the hip hop world and stuff like that. It doesn't take much sometimes to set things in motion. Sometimes it's just people. It always boils down to some people are more sensitive than others. But there is a cultural aspect to it.
It is.
And you have to understand it.
Because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, where I'm from, and I'm gonna just speak on my existence and where I come up and where I grew up. Like, it's crazy we jumped into this subject. You know what I'm saying? But white is authority.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like when you get in trouble and shit, the first thing somebody say to you, hey, all right, bro, they gonna call them white folks on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit in the hood. Like that's what crazy, people say. Like you get into it with your baby mama, whoever, they be like, man, don't call them white folks on. Or she gonna put them white folks in my life.
It's like in popular culture there.
Bro. It's authority. You know what I'm saying? And so if you ever in position, and to seem like you throwing your authority around,
so it's very deep seated.
You know what I'm saying?
And I get it
Black
now.
people are gonna take it the wrong way. So you know what I'm saying? What you learned, I can't. Again, it wasn't intentional.
Oh, you don't have to. It
wasn't intentional.
No. I just
what you learned about the situation is how to talk to black people.
Exactly.
And we just say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you learned how to approach and address black people, and I respect you for that.
And there's honestly, and like, by the way, there's nothing wrong with saying that.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing that, right? Like black people, like, what's wrong with that? You can say that stuff.
Right.
Like, it's nothing. Like, you should be proud of whatever. But so it doesn't. You don't have to. I don't know, like mince words and stuff. Because when you do, you don't talk about the stuff that's going to help you figure it out. But the point of this story is, like, there's a lot of things going on that boil down to people not making an effort to better understand,
communicate
their brothers and their neighbors. So to be quite honest, like has much changed. I know we desegregated. We talked about this. Right. On the books. Like, where'd you go to school?
I went to Lincoln.
Yeah, you know where I went? Yeah, I went to Green Hill.
Right.
You know where that is? To North Dallas.
North Dallas, right.
Where's Lincoln?
South Dallas.
Okay. How many of your friends went to Green Hill?
None.
Okay. You're my first friend from Lincoln.
Right.
Okay. Where'd your parents go to school? You know, we can do this all day.
Yeah.
And so what that means is, like, we took it off the books to make us feel good about it. Right. Let's make it fair, but let's just keep things socially.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Okay. Look, there's also an element. I'm not sure. Maybe this is interesting because it also could just be, like they call them enclaves, right? Like Hispanic people, they tend, if they come here, like, do you know how hard it is to learn English, bro?
Right.
It's one of the hardest languages.
It's one of the hardest languages.
Yeah, in terms of how it's just difficult. Yeah. And they already are in a new place. I know what that's like. I've been to a lot of new places, and I know that feeling. It's not half of what they feel. So I feel for that. I do sympathize on a level like that. But where are they gonna go, man? You know, I had an option, like when I was traded the last time. I was like, fuck that, man. Like, I got traded. I had a couple options. They were both in Alaska, but like I chose Wasilla because I knew people there.
Right.
There were two or three guys.
You just got tired of being places alone.
I knew them.
Yeah.
We already had a pass. We already built a friendship based on mutual interests, mutual joke, like senses of humor, character, whatever. Like, we did all that already. So I went and I literally lobbied I wanted to live with them. Like, you know, like I wanted to be housed with them and stuff. And, you know, my point is it's a natural reflex to hang out with people that, like, you have things in common with.
In common that looks like you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
Like, it's okay, but what is wrong is to allow, for whatever reason, to start to see things. You have to not meet in the middle, go and have an adventure across the bridge every once in a while. Like, up until now, how many times have you been to Carrollton?
Up until now, like
before,
like
how many times
as adulthood? A few times, but like, I'm saying, like, younger, that was like out of town.
So in your whole life, maybe a handful.
Yeah, like that was literally out of town. Like, if somebody say going to Curry, you're like, nah, bro, you gonna go to jail out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is like the funniest.
You're going to jail out there. Like, don't go out there.
But what happens is this, right? So people start to spread stuff. They don't know about that because they haven't been to Carrollton either.
That's the word.
Yeah. So
that's just the word.
And when I'm talking about that, when I say that to you, I'm talking about myself, right? Like, and everything is relevant that way. It just looks a little different.
It flips because I'm pretty sure where you from, don't go to South Dallas. You get robbed. You can't
go to South. That's dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And like, it can be.
Yeah.
It can be. Yeah. Depends on how you're living your life and what you're doing.
But now, how many times you been on Dixon?
Now?
Yeah.
Plenty.
You know what I'm saying? And you see that it's nothing what the stereotype or how people saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
going, I'll be honest, like seriously, like shout out to Dixon because like they have they don't owe me anything. They don't have to give me a chance. Right. And I've never once in all the times we've hung out, we've been out, done things, no matter what, like my friends would say, like not now, but you know what I thought would happen at a club or something. Like, I would have to deal with something maybe on an odd occasion. Never has happened. Never once. Like, never, not one time.
Yeah, where you felt threatened.
Never felt threatened. Never felt uncomfortable. Like, you know, like Godbody and Mike and all these dudes, and they always like make me
honestly,
mark and make me feel comfortable.
No matter what, like those people. I'm just saying Dixon in general. Like that's my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't understand it because we've been through so much together.
Yeah.
That it just made us family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like all us cousins and brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's,
like legitimately, the relationship
really,
is like that.
Really,
yeah.
bro. Like, you really have a strong love for them people. So, if I like certain people, like myself, if I bring you around,
it's for a reason.
They automatic know, like, I fuck with dude. Like, I fuck with him. Like, they accept you, and
he checks out to a reason.
Again, you know what I'm saying? And again, people gonna take their own. You know what I'm saying? They gonna look at you and see what you all about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
it's look. Of course, look.
Yeah, but it's nothing. It's nothing what people think it is. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
no,
portray,
no.
like, it's nothing like that.
So like I was telling you this, it was crazy. We had this. I mean, we talk about this stuff sometimes because it's remarkable. It's insane.
Right.
Some of the things that our friendship has, like, some facts, straight up facts on the ground about each other and where we come from.
Yeah.
That I would have never thought to be anything. I thought was literally 180 degrees another way. Like, you know, it's completely changed my perspective on it.
Own it, right.
Had I not been able to, had you not had the peace of mind, or like I don't know, the tolerance to reach across the table regardless of all that, like, I would have never become a better person. I would have never learned these things. I would have never been able to do some of the things that I want to do. And
because you have to experience and see it to understand it.
Yeah, you might. It's scary not knowing. It's scary. It's scary walking into a room, a dark room, and just like hoping you don't get punched in the face or something. So like, but when you do, you might find that inside that room, there's a whole lot of crazy stuff, treasures, and fucking all kinds of stuff to take from it.
I'm just saying, like, me, I done been a lot of places in my life, you know what I'm saying? But the love that comes from our community, it's unmatched.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's unmatched, bro. Like, the love that we have for each other, the love that, yes, it's violence, it's this, is that, but that stems from so much negativity going on just in our community. You know what I'm saying? But, and I'm gonna end it my part, like, saying that I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? As far as like growing up on Dixon, growing up the way I grew up, from poor to whatever. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change. Only thing that I would change is financial literacy. That's the only thing that I change as far as like the hood.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I want to change is somebody that came along and taught me how to manage money, taught me how to
where do you get it?
Make money, where to get
where
money,
do you, where's
how important is credit. That's the the only thing that I would change as far as, because we get stuck being one track minded growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like drugs, this, that, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we know how to resort to. Soon as shit go wrong, we say, man, I'm finna go grab me a sack. Man, I'm finna go rob this nigga. I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying? That was the first things that we resort to.
Well, it's your mode of commerce.
That's how that's what we know. That's what we know. Like, when we see somebody come up with money, that's what we saw them come up with money with. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it's not because they like doing it. I mean, maybe some people do because it's kind of thrilling.
It's an addiction, you know what I'm saying?
But fundamentally, like the tenet of that is that there's no resources available.
It's not.
There's no. So commerce, like banking institutions and commerce is absolutely, it is remiss over there. You cross, like, I'm telling you, because I go down there, you know, with LT, shout out LT, but like, you cross that line and it's right here, like going down Haskell. When Haskell turns into military. Like military and Syene, or what is it? How do you pronounce Syene? Yeah. So right there, like when you cross that, when you breach that threshold, look around. There's no banks, and there's no there's all you have are businesses that come from other places.
They're flourished off the black community.
Right. So they bought cheap property with a loan they got from a loan officer across 75.
Right. Right.
And then they brought their ass over there, and they provide. I mean, not all of them are taking advantage, though. Remember that some of them are great services.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're bringing great food. Sometimes they're bringing whatever. But I do understand. But
yeah, they knew how to do it.
But they're not telling you.
When we never learned. Nobody never told us how to do it. Like I'm just realizing at this age right now how important credit is. How important having something, you know what I'm saying, that you can go get and make more off of. And I'm just learning that now.
And now
even the stock market, what me and you talk about every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
that's all. Look, dude,
nobody never you told me something, bro. You said something. You said you don't become a billionaire without knowing the stock market.
No one gets rich working a 9 to 5.
And nobody, and I'm telling you, bro, from my community, no one knows that.
It's not a job
no one knows
that makes you rich.
You know what I'm saying? Like no one knows that every single billionaire.
Yeah. So there's things.
They have stock and you know what I'm saying?
Their money is tied in securities. Yeah. It's not like they have it under their mattress.
Right.
Never have.
Right.
And it's critical that people understand that because what's happening right now is we're conflating, we're misidentifying wealth with evil sometimes, right? It's like if they have more money than me, then I hate them. Right. And not everybody, obviously, not everybody.
It's like
but it's starting to become this sort of pseudo fact, and I'm real worried about it because I was capable of building myself up a little bit and getting in a good position financially through the same means we're talking about with the stock market. But it took time. I had to learn it.
Yeah,
I had to go
because I know dudes that probably made close to $1 million in the streets.
But there's a lot of people like me.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that take their money. Like I guess the point is like the whole parlay here. Is. I'm not the only one who has built built a little wealth for themselves, not wealth not like Rockefeller money.
No.
But just enough
That's
to
well
start
off. That's well
just
off.
enough to give myself a chance, on my own 2 feet. And that turn around and want to show other people how to do it.
Yeah.
And so it's not
that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point of knowing people who made million in the streets, but didn't have nowhere to turn to parlay their money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
it's a different hustle.
I don't knock no hustle, bro. I don't knock no hustle because at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it. You told me something else that I take the heat behind every what you tell me, behind every great financial story, there's a great crime.
Yeah, like you know what
I'm saying.
Behind every great fortune is a great crime.
It's a great crime, and I understand that. I've been understood that part. But you got dudes that made buku cash in the streets, bro, and never had nowhere else to. They didn't know. They just didn't know.
It's the exact same reason that I have no problem with what happens over these places.
Right.
I've never once I don't care.
Right.
I don't care how you get it. Go get up and get it. It doesn't matter.
You still got to get it.
Like money's green. It's dirty money's green, dude. It doesn't matter.
If you're a businessman, if you're a drug dealer,
what is different?
The principles still a lot of same. You still got to work, bro.
The critical point of difference, though, where I discern that this whole thing where it goes is there's a line, and the line is, what are you doing it for?
Right.
What's the plan with it? What do you do with it?
Right.
What are you going to do with that money? Are you going to go buy a bunch of cars and stuff? If you want that, great.
Again, but
or do you want to take it and build wealth for your family?
It's a lot of dudes that's young, bro, that just don't know. Like,
right.
Like
I know.
You asked that question, but I'm just saying. Like,
I'm not.
People ask that question, like, what are you doing with your? Like, they don't know what to do.
Of course, dude. If you all of a sudden and it's like if there's a stack of 30 grand right here and we're like, hey, you want to go? Let's just go. Fuck it, man. Let's go do some fun stuff. Let's just take it and have and just because you don't know what the value of that is. Like 30,000, man. That lasts our business. You know, I mean, it's probably 6 months, maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
Like with overhead and everything and taking care of miscellaneous overhead. Doesn't last long, but to some people, if they were never taught the fundamentals of cash currency and flow,
they don't know how fast 30,000 goes.
Yeah, and the fluidity of it,
from a place where people get 100,000 and think they're rich,
and they go buy a house and they do it, and they're like, "Where's my money?"
They don't understand how fast $100,000 go.
there's always strings attached.
Most definitely.
And you end up, so that's, we should pick that up because.
We're going to pick that up. I think this is a great conversation, very informative.
It's the most important thing, I think.
Because, when we saw seeing Nick moving and shit, you already know what it is.
Yeah, he was getting a little antsy.
Yeah, so.
Sorry about that.
You know how that goes.
Say, bro. Oh, have we really?